Many of you know a lot about Israel. Maybe you've heard about it on the news. Maybe you know about the fact that it's an ally with America and is in the Middle East, a very dangerous area in the world at the present time. But what you may not know is there have already been 2 holidays, or days of observances actually, this week that really affect the way Israelis act and respond to different tragedies that go on in their lives. Last year I experienced the greatest sudden change of emotion that I ever have. It took place while I was in Israel, and in mere moments, along with the entire country of Israel, I went from a period of intense mourning and sadness to great celebration and happiness. This transition took place once again last night in Israel. On Sunday night and Monday was Yom HaZikaron, the Day of Remembrance, Israel's Memorial Day for the fallen soldiers. Last night and today, Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. The placement of the 2 days, one immediately following the other, creates an incredible dichotomy of emotions for many of the Israeli citizens. I hope to shed light on this dichotomy, as well as explain the proceedings on Yom HaAtzmaut and Yom HaZikaron. Yom HaZikaron is a day to honor those who served in the Israeli Defense Force and remember those who were lost in battle. According to the website of the Knesset, the Israeli Senate, this day who established the day on the 4th of Iyar, a Hebrew month. The day is observed beginning with an air raid siren at 8 o'clock p.m., very similar to the ones that were heard prior to the deaths of the people that are being memorialized. This siren, which lasts for 1 minute, is a time when everyone in the country stops what they're doing and remembers those lost in battle. Following the siren, there's a national ceremony at Jerusalem's Western Wall, at which the flag is lowered to half-mast. The following day, another 2-minute siren is sounded. As you can see, everyone stops driving, pulls over to the side of the road, gets out of their car, and just stands there in silence for 2 full minutes. This is just one of the ways that the entire country unites and remembers all those who perished in the past wars. This is followed by a ceremony at all military cemeteries, the main one being at Mount Herzl in Jerusalem. These are attended by families of the fallen, public figures, representatives of the government, and almost the entire Israeli population. Many go to visit specific graves. Others go to provide support for those who lost family members. Others go just to appreciation, and others go to learn about those who have fallen. Later on in the day, there's a separate memorial for victims of terror attacks. As the day comes to a close, Mount Herzl hosts a torchlighting ceremony that brings Yom HaZikaron to a close and begins Yom HaAtzmaut. Yom HaAtzmaut, which was instituted in 1949, is the anniversary of the establishment of the State of Israel. It takes place on the 5th of Iyar, immediately following Yom HaZikaron. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the holiday begins with the torchlighting that concluded the Yom HaZikaron. This ceremony includes a remembrance prayer and torchlighting by 12 citizens from all different walks of life. This is to symbolize the 12 different tribes of Israel that are all coming together. This is followed by the raising of the national flag, a speech by the Speaker of the Israeli Senate, a march by Israeli Defense Force soldiers, a presentation by dance groups, the singing of Hatikva, the Israeli national anthem, and it's capped off by a fireworks display. Throughout the country, the next day, many citizens and towns have concerts and carnivals and fireworks, and are in full-blown celebration mode. Army bases are open to the public, and there are Air Force shows and naval displays. All this mere hours after the mourning of the loss of thousands. The dichotomy that exists is one that involves, according to Haaretz newspaper, standing in silence for 2 minutes on Monday morning to remember the 22,684 soldiers and civilians killed in Israel's wars since the beginning of modern Zionism up until today, and later that night celebrating the freedom that these soldiers died to protect. As documented in a recent article by Arutz Sheva, an online Israeli newspaper, Rabbi Shalom Goren, the first chief rabbi of the Israeli Defense Force, stated in a 1974 speech about how he came to set the Memorial Day just before Independence Day, that we must remember, we must grieve, but not only that, it must be a day of majesty and vision. Today I hope I've shed a little bit of light on the two holidays, Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut, and the dichotomy of emotion that goes on in their lives. Yesterday they mourned, today they celebrate, and tomorrow they go on being very happy that they have their freedom and remembering those who died to give them this freedom. Thank you.